Hey, welcome to this week's video. Hopefully you're here because you want to know more about a laser eye surgery consultation and what to expect. So if that's what you're here for, you are definitely in the right place. So I have gone through my laser eye surgery journey with Optical Express. So it was actually the only company that I did go for the real life consultation with. So I had actually had an online consultation with Optigra, but then I thought I'd go with Optical Express, see how I found it, and then thought I would line up other ones. But then, you know what, I actually had a really positive experience and I was quite surprised actually based on reviews I've read online. And so that's why I just went straight ahead with Optical Express. So all the research and everything that I carried out beforehand, that was touched on in the last video, so do check that out because it's quite an important one. So although my consultation that I'll be talking about was with Optical Express, I do just really want to highlight here that I think you can probably expect the same kind of thing at each consultation that you go to, and that's purely because you will of course be getting your eye examined, having eye tests, and really just finding out if you are in fact suitable for laser eye surgery. So it's actually quite scary as well, but hopefully this video kind of calms your nerves a bit as well. So kicking straight off, the key things you need to know or bring with you on your laser eye surgery consultation day is the following. First things first, you need to know that you cannot actually drive to your appointment, or you can drive there but you just can't drive back after. So you will be given these kind of orange eye drops, and they're meant to kind of make your vision a bit blurry, and so it is recommended that you do make suitable arrangements for afterwards. So me personally, I didn't actually find that my eyesight was that bad after, but I think it is just better to be safe than sorry. So second thing is, because of those drops, your eyes do get quite light sensitive actually. So again, mine didn't really, but then you are recommended to bring sunglasses with you just in case. So like I said, I didn't really need them at that point, but definitely after my surgery. So stick around, make sure you subscribe because you really do want to hear my recovery journey. So next thing is that you need to make sure you don't wear contact lenses 24 hours ahead of your appointment. Then finally, you need to bring your latest prescription with you and also your glasses. So of course, hopefully you should be wearing these because you can't wear your contact lenses. But if you don't need glasses all the time, then do make sure to bring those along too. The blog behind this video, the link is in the description below. It actually really details a lot about the Optical Express consultation. So I even talk about the time that I arrived there and kind of how the receptionist wears and just things like that. I'm not really going to put that in this video because I want to keep this more generic about what to expect for a consultation overall. But if you do want that extra bit of Optical Express insight, then do click that link in the description below. So obviously you can expect to have some eye examinations and tests. So you are kind of just passed around from test to test, but they are all of course important, and I'll talk you through each of those. So a disclaimer here, I'm of course not an optician, I'm an auditor. Check those videos out if you're interested. But yeah, I'm not an optician, so the way that I'm going to talk about these tests will be quite simplified. I'll try and kind of give you the proper scientific names if I can find them, but yeah, just, you know, bear with me. So the first scan that I had was this blue light kind of scan, where I'll put a video here actually and you can kind of just see how it works. But essentially it does really just scan your eye and you can see the blue light just going around. So the purpose of this test is really to just assess your cornea. So this will include thickness and also just see if there are kind of any bumps or things like that. So the next test that I had was the hot air balloon test. So the optometrist did actually say that it's called a autorefractor. So this one is just one eye at a time, and you kind of put your chin on the thing and you just have a look and you'll see this hot air balloon, but it'll just go quite blurry. So yeah, it starts off completely clear and you can just see it, but then yeah, it does go pretty blurry by the end of it. So what this is meant to be doing is showing your eyesight corrected and then uncorrected. So this is actually meant to be your vision before and after laser eye surgery. So of course me with a prescription of -5, as I said in the last video, yeah, it was very blurry. So scan 3 was the air sprayer or the puff test. So this is meant to test for glaucoma. It uses a non-traditional tonometer. So I've definitely probably said that wrong. There's a link in the description below if you want more information about any of these tests. So again, it is one eye at a time that your eyes are assessed. So this one's a really weird one because again, you put your chin on the thing and then suddenly it's it feels like water or something is getting squirted into your eye. So yeah, don't worry, it's not water or anything like that. It is literally just air. It's meant to test the resistance of your eye, or the kind of eye pressure. So once you've done all those kind of tests, you'll expect to go in and meet the optician, and this is where you'll kind of have a normal eye test and just a chat. So like I said, Optical Express details can be found in the full blog below, but my optician was honestly so friendly, answered all my questions, really knowledgeable, and she did actually give a really good tip that I want to just share. And she says, avoid rubbing your eye because this can actually cause thinning of the cornea and cause problems earlier on. So this part of the eye test was honestly pretty much normal. I've had it my whole life, so reading the letters on the board, also having those goggles on or the glasses, and you're seeing which colour looks clearer, the green or the red, and you're looking at the dots, you know, that sort of thing. If you've got glasses, then I'm pretty sure you do know what I'm talking about. This was then also the point where those drops got put in your eyes. So I mentioned at the start, you need to bring certain things to the consultation. So these are the drops. So this is to just assess how dry your eyes are, and it is actually pretty important. So at this point of the consultation, the optician also reviewed my scans. So they came through to her, and I was, of course, shock horror because I've had laser eye surgery, but I was suitable. So actually though, I was suitable for LASIK, which is completely different to LASIK. So I touched on this in my last video, and where it's really different is the recovery. So like I said, subscribe because that is very, very interesting, as I had no idea what to expect, and I guess I wish I did. So the reason I was recommended LASIK is because, as mentioned in my Growing Up with Glasses blog, link in the description below, I did have an eye infection as a child which left some scarring. So they didn't want to really take any kind of risks and do that loophole LASIK procedure. So they went for the less invasive LASIK. As also mentioned in the last video, I did ask them about eye design because I was hearing about other technologies such as wavefront that Optigra mentioned, and she did really confirm that eye design is definitely the most precise. So what was really reassuring at this point was told that with my current prescription of -5, I would be able to achieve 20/20, and thankfully I have. I was also then booked in with the same surgeon who treated that optician sister-in-law, so I think I did feel like I was in pretty good hands at this point. Clearly at this point in the consultation, I was pretty much sold. I knew that I wanted to go ahead with Optical Express. I didn't really want to wait. I could have gone to consultations elsewhere, but I just thought, what's the point? Because I was just really pleasantly surprised. So many do say that you feel like it's a sales pitch, and I didn't really feel like that. I didn't feel forced or as if I had to pay there and then. But like I said, I did want to. So on the day I did pay the £500 deposit. So I'd really recommend reading the refund terms on that if you are in the position where you do want to go ahead and pay. So the link can be found in the description below. So my consultation was on the 14th of November 2020, and my surgery was then booked in for the 19th of December. So literally that following month, and it just seems so quick. It was actually quite overwhelming, but I was just quite excited and thought I may as well just get ahead. And I did have a couple weeks off for Christmas, so I thought it would just be the perfect timing. I do also have a blog on planning for laser eye surgery and the kind of timing aspect of it, so do check that out. It will be in a video soon, so you can hang around and do subscribe and you'll see that soon. So in terms of pricing then, I touched on this in the last video, but mine was quoted with my prescription and the eye design at £4,590. So yeah, it's a lot, but I did have a £300 referral voucher from my friend, and so if you do not have a friend, then like I said, I can be that for you. So feel free to just drop me an email at jagsjourneyblog@gmail.com and I'll send you across the voucher. So all you need to do is drop me that full name in that email and I'll be happy to send it across. Also, if you are kind of worried about pricing and just how much it does cost, because it is definitely expensive, then there are probably finance plans available to you. So I know Optical Express offers that, and I'm sure other places would as well. So then the time after the consultation and before the surgery, I was meant to be booked in with Optical Express and have more calls. Again, I've said this all in the blog, but they did kind of mess up the timings here, and it wasn't really the only time. So that was probably my biggest frustration with Optical Express. But overall, I mean, the treatment worked. I was really, really happy in the end, so it worked out well for me. But definitely go with who you will be comfortable with. So it's worth going to consultations and seeing who really just gives you the best feel. Like I said, that eye design is meant to be the best technology out there, and that's why I just went for it. So in the full blog, you can also see my full kind of vlog video at the time of going through the consultation process, and then also having that final call and just talking about that after. But that'll be it for the video today. So I really do hope you found that helpful. If you did, then do give me a thumbs up. any questions, drop them in the comment box below. I'll be happy to answer those, and hopefully you do want to see me again soon, so make sure to subscribe and I'll be back with more videos.